it comes to winning the regular season. Steal.
Could be a
Run
jump.
out. Remy!
But he has the Eddie House DNA on the offensive end. Always looking to score.
Steal by Remy Martin. He is flying up the floor. Reverse lay-in is good.
They didn't like their performance. They didn't like how the game was played. They didn't like how they got beat up in Tucson. And now they're coming out competing against one of the hottest teams in the country.
Remy Martin flying in. The junior from Chatsworth, California. Record books for career points, over 1,200.
I love to see teams that play hard, that play smart, that reflect their coaches. Both teams are reflecting their coaches. Competitive, all about the team. This is a great game.
Martin to answer. He's got it. The distraction's more distracting for us.
As a player, I would laugh and then make my shot goes, but I'd go along with it.
Michael Phelps best.
Quickness to blow by you and get separation, but he can make adjustments because he does have big hands and a good feel for the ball.
Had been averaging 11 per game his last 4 outings. He's got 24 tonight. Remy.
And the runner rattles and goes. Bradley.
Good transition. The question was the defender set? The officials don't do his thing. Harris Austin had a great game here a couple weeks ago against Stanford. And he's going to have to find some ways to get buckets.
Remy Martin, speaking of getting buckets. Big international presence on this Cal team. Mickey Mitchell hits a three. His first three-pointer.
To look at his bench and see 20 points just sitting there anytime he wants to tap into it. That's a great luxury.
Rob Edwards, 3. Devils up 2 on the road. Remy Martin, is he a candidate for Pac-12 Player of the Year? Well, it's become a topic this weekend. You read some of the stuff about Pac-12 basketball. For example, John Wilner of the San Jose Mercury News had in his weekly column about the conference, where Remy Martin a candidate for Pac-12 Player of the Year. He's the conference's leading scorer, and when you examine the candidates right now, these the 4 you think that we're looking at for Pac-12 Player of the Year?
Of the possession. We talked about that. They're not racing, not turning it over.
Remy Martin driving, draws the foul, will get to the line. There's Remy Martin darting to the basket.
The game is played. It's not horseshoes.
Remy Martin hits the cutting Rob Edwards, who misses the reverse.
Favor by winning games like this on the road.
Open, Kamani Lawrence sticks a 3.
He was amazing. Talk about a player who can distribute the ball.
Romello White blocking the shot of DJ Thorpe. The off-balance pull-up from Remy Martin. 7 boards for the Pac-12's leading rebounder. Pull-up. Remy Martin, the line drive. 31 of Cal's 50s.
Good balance from your bigs and your guards.
Reach in as Remy Martin draws the foul.
Knowing that that's the way to win games.
Here's Remy Martin. Remy Martin, a tough play.
Unbelievable.
From the Golden Bears.
Sun Devils don't want to start hesitating. Keep playing with rhythm and tempo.
Tough 3 from Remy Martin. Remy Martin.
For any other player in the conference, that is a horrible shot. You come up the screen, you're still contested, and you shoot it on him. He's an energy guy.
Drop off. Jalen Graham, the slam.
Remy Martin versus everybody. Takes on the entire team, drops it off. Graham with the finish. Sun Devils trying to steal one on the road.
Pull up 3. Again, Remy Martin. Huge shot for Remy.
Roxy, this is his second quote-unquote bad shot, and both of them didn't even touch the rim. Remy Martin, sensational effort here. Remy Martin coming through for his team. Every time Cal made a run, it was Remy Martin who closed the door, making unbelievable shots from every angle on the floor. He took control of this game. He put his mark on it. He let everybody know that the Sun Devils will not break, fold, or crease down the stretch. Remy Martin playing some hero ball here in Haas Pavilion.
The degree of
To kind of get guys going, and coach has done a great job of understanding players and what they're best at, and everybody's bought in because they felt the way of winning. When we start winning, you start feeling the love and how much fans are starting to come out more, and all the attributes that come with winning. You start to feel that as a player, and you don't want it to stop. So you try to do whatever you can to maintain it. So that's been a huge part.
Getting to play against your old high school teammate again, huh? Is that always fun?
Oh, that's always fun. Man. Me and him, we're family for life. Like my whole high school, literally my whole high school, because it's only like a couple hundred kids, are still friends to this day. And everybody, especially on a basketball team, we've grown up together. We're literally like brothers. We've since 6th to 7th grade, we've always been together. So playing against him is always fun, because in practice we always used to go at it, because we used to beat up on teams in our league. So we used to have to go against each other in practice all the time. We had DeBro Ramsey, a 2-time gold medalist, and we had all those guys, and we always used to practice against each other. So we used to talk a little crap. So it's always good.
I got to imagine the scene here at Canton these days is much different than your days with LeBron.
Oh my God, yeah, it's amazing, man. I love what it's become. I love how I could proudly rep the school and say I went there. But they're doing way bigger things than we ever did. But I'm happy for them, and that's literally, I could say, that the best school I've ever attended. It's just it's not even about basketball. It's just about the students, and the academics is crazy.
Have you seen a Bronny game? Have you been back?
No. I'm looking forward to going though. Just I think this Friday.
Yeah, you're okay.
Oh, are you? Okay, good.
I'm thinking about it. Depending on what our schedule is, but I never see him play. I only see him from afar. From the TV and stuff. But I'm happy to watch them and be proud of what they're doing.
How valuable has Bobby's confidence in you guys been throughout this win streak and this process?
Oh, that's crazy, man. A coach that has so much confidence of every single individual on the team is very rare. Usually I hear, players from other teams say, coach really only has confidence in 1 or 2 guys, and you start to hear those things from other guys, and you start to cherish, and you start to value where I'm at. How coach is so positive, and always wants the best for not only myself but for the whole team. And when you have a coach like that, that's wanting the best for literally every single person on the team, it ups the level.
Do you think as a fellow guard, he has a better idea of the ebbs and flows of the position?
Of course, man. He's the best guard ever to ever play. And you don't really get that unless you have the flow, you have the ability to read stuff, and he still has that. Even if he's not playing on the court, he could see it, and he calls a play, we run it, we score. He's just a great mentor, great coach, and great person.
Guys, good. We got Bobby.
Congratulations on being named National Player of the Week. You have some comments about that?
Yeah, it's an amazing accomplishment. To me, it didn't really feel like much, just because of my goal is just to win. I guess that just comes with winning. So that's cool to have, but it doesn't really register to me right now. Maybe when I'm done here one day, I don't know when, but when I look back on it, it'll probably be really cooler. But as of right now, I'm just trying to focus on the wins, and whatever comes with that comes with it.
So that shirt, shout out to the fans for Thursday night to come.
Yeah. Not for 2 crew. They've been doing a great job. We're trying to break the record for attendance, student attendance, and I just want them to come out. I know the fans will come out, so not too worried about that. But I love 942 crew.
How do you prepare for an environment potentially like that, where there's extra energy in the building?
Keep doing what we're doing. We've played in whole different atmospheres. At the end of the day, we're just gonna go out there and do what we gotta do. We've been preparing. We played this team already, so it's a little bit easier for us to game plan. But the atmosphere is going to be crazy, and it's going to be a home court advantage, so it's just going to work in our.
Remy, sorry, you got banged up playing Oregon last year in the Pac-12 tournament. That was a big game, right?
Yeah.
Semifinal. This is a big game. What do you think about just getting another crack at them, especially because you and Pritchard kind of a head-to-head?
Oh yeah, man. You know that Oregon's a great team. He's a great player. You know they got us in the tournament in their house, and you know now it just feels only right just to go ahead and get another crack at them. And you know our crowd's gonna be great. You know we're gonna have a lot of things on our side. We just gotta go out there, play our game. You know play better defense in the first half. Not let them get going so early. But you know it's just fun. Like this is what basketball is. You know it's for, man. You get to get another crack at a team, and we've been wanting to play them for a very long time, and now the opportunity presents itself.
And what have you learned about their style over the years and trying to control the way that the game is played?
I think we just got to play the whole shot clock. We know that they're gonna play the whole shot clock. They're gonna get the best shot. They're gonna move the ball. So all we have to do is match that intensity, stay solid on defense. Don't gamble. Just stay solid and play the best solid defense that we can. And then when we get the rebound, we just push and play our game. But we're gonna have to play a full shot clock, as we know.
Remy, coaches sometimes say it's really hard for teams to deal with success. When you have the season you're having right now, what are your keys of really just being able not to have too many peaks and too many downs all throughout the year?
To stay sharp and stay consistent and disciplined on the little things. As far as in, wearing the same shoes, it's simple as that. Making sure that we consistently stay with the same routine, same thing that, when we were losing, we were doing, when we were winning, we were doing. So just little things like that is my job to make sure, like, we have to stay disciplined, early to lift still, early to on the bus, what we're wearing, the little things, because when you start winning, you start to feel like you could do certain things that that you shouldn't do. So my job is to make sure that my team is, staying disciplined and doing the little things and, keeping a level head because, as we know here, sometimes things can be taken so fast away from you. And that's just the main thing is that we got to stay the course. You can't stay, like I've been saying this whole year, we got to stay hungry. We got to keep our eyes on the prize because at the end of the day, we could lose a couple games and now everything we worked for is gone. So we got to make sure we stay the course.
How hard is it not to peek up and look at those things and say this team is in a tournament, that team is in a tournament, and kind of see where you are? How hard is it not to look at that and stay that course?
It's not hard at all because if we don't have a number next to our name, our school, we don't have, we're not ranked, we're not number one in the country. So that stuff is easy. That stuff is something that you don't even need to look at, worry about until you get that. And we haven't got that yet. So that's the easy part. And the way I think about it is that, my goal at first was not to lose a game in the season, and that was obviously that's gone. But it's just easy, man. Just to stay hungry, man. This is not this is not as a team and as individuals. This is not where we want to stop at. We want to continue to play basketball after this. So we're not at that level yet. So we gotta stay hungry.
Have you pointed out to somebody when you're using different shoes or you need to wear different clothes on the bus, you're changing up?